hell, I can go in there and say I'm Steve Harvey. Have pictures, his lifestyle, find out how he communicate and talk to people, and you gonna believe I'm Steve Harvey.
No, I'm believing.
I'm
It's gonna
look.
be like a little face over. You gonna put the face on?
Put the face on. Come in with one of them damn granddaddy suits.
Above all, you keep your clarity, you keep your focus, you keep your sense of love, and you keep your sense of purpose.
Hey everyone, hi. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Singly Gay Podcast. You know, I'm your hostess with the mostest here. I'm Mr. Aquarius Kelly. And also my other good Jude, my friend, my co-host on the mic, Mr. C. Yvonne. How you doing?
How you doing, friend? What's poppin', Judy?
What's going on? Yes, honey. And also, we got a special Judy here with us this motherfucking evening. Miss Goldie, Miss Chocolate Doll herself. Hey, honey.
How y'all doing? Hi, Judiee. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I can't wait to get cut into it. I'm ready.
Always ready, y'all. So for everyone that's tuning in tonight, this topic is about Don't Lead Me On. Lead being in all caps, L-E-A-D. Now, I know some of you may want to know, what you mean don't lead me on? Like, I'm not understanding what's taking place. But however, we will get you there. Just stay in tune for this conversation, and it's going to get juicy by the minute as time go on. However, for all my YouTube folks, anyone that sees this video and y'all like any type of content that we create and that we post, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you know whenever we about to upload or drop some good stuff for y'all. You feel me? Yes, don't lead me on. I don't know who want to go first.
I'm gonna let y'all go first on this one, cause so we was talking about leading on and being led on.
You leading on and leading on. It depends on which one were you. Were you doing the leading or were you letting somebody carry you through the way?
That part. To be honest, I've been on both ends of the stick. I will go ahead and put that out there. And sometimes you could be the toxic person and not even know. Sometimes you know you toxic and you still lead people on, and you need a whooping for that. So you get your whatever karma you got coming back to you. Because I done been let on and dropped flat on my face. And the only thing I can say is, well, all right then. Like, I deserved it, you know? And that's the most important part. And then once you recognize it, you can do better. So ever since then, once I recognized that I was playing with people's feelings sometimes, or, you know, especially a lot of people, what they call it, spinning people. It's wrong, because then you're going to come across that one person who you done spent, and baby, you wish you could spin back around that corner, and they don't have nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your issues, no problems. They like, look, you done messed it up. I've been trying to hang out with you, and it's normally the one that you regret. It's normally the one that you're going to look back on and say, you know, I never should have did that. And that does open your eyes for the people in the future. When they come, you know, now you might get spent a few times yourself, but that's deserving because you put somebody else through that trauma, that karma. You know, you never know what people go through in their lives.
Exactly.
In order to get there. So, you know,
and for people that may sound confused, you know, especially about the title, and we just going in and we talking about it. So what I mean by like, don't lead me on, we put, you know, get into certain life situations, whether, you know, partner, family, close friend, whoever. You do have people that, like they say, we go through life every day wearing masks. People wear masks. Nobody's never their real self. They're not, you know, they're coming off to be perceived as something else. And you do have people that will enter into your life mistakenly sometimes, not knowing that they messing your life up, because that might not be the end goal. But for some people, you do have people that is the end goal for them. Yeah. Let me get, like, you look like you on a different, better, higher level than I am. You come from money, I don't come from no money, but let me finagle my way in your situation just to bring your wall crumbling down. And that's just like the most like hurtness feeling that like you could just do to anybody. Like, that's not like a great or thing to feel like. it makes you feel less than. It makes the person start questioning themselves, like, well, how did I get here? How did I even allow this to happen? Like, what didn't I see that I should have seen in the beginning? But it's like it's too late now. I'm already here. And usually in some of those situations, especially I know coming from some women, when kids are involved, that's a whole different thing.
Yes.
Because it's like the babies are here, you can't take them back. They can't go up in the tube. We can't reverse time. How do you go through that? Especially certain women that got kids by men that they really don't know, and you literally had to learn who they were after you'd already had their baby.
Yeah, I've heard about those. Yes. So yeah, and that's one thing. And I know a few people that's like that, and it's hard because it's unfamiliar territory. You don't know where you're leading. And like you said, sometimes you might not know them. And then when it's the babies involved, you have to step a lot more careful, because now it's not only your feelings, it's their feelings. You have to basically have a mental application for these people to check off these boxes before you can even get too close to them, to make sure that they're good for the family and not just you, yourself, and your own selfish reasons. Because the guy might come in, he might not like your children, or the lady might come in, she might not like your children, or your children might not like her. And that's something that you have to be sure of. And it's very scary. Dating as a mother with children is the most terrifying thing out here, because you have to move so cautiously and so different. But once you got all your grounds covered, it works better, especially if you have someone that's willing to work with you, who loves children and who loves you for you, and is willing to take on everything, and your gifts included.
That part. Come on, friend, you got something to say to us? Come on, see Yvonne. What are you thinking?
So I was trying to that Mike doesn't do all the facts that y'all was talking about, and what I was trying to say to y'all earlier was that I feel like when people get in relationships or start to build on relationships, and they begin to lead people on, or they begin to lead in the direction that they thought they wanted to go in, not really specifying or clarifying who they want and what that they're dealing with. Even as you're just on dating in that realm, get back into dating. Watching my mom as a single mother, trying to do the dating thing, and she got 3 older kids, and it's like some guys don't want to even be bothered with, 3 teenagers, even though she don't even look like she got teenagers, and she's trying to keep the balance of making sure her household is good, and then making sure she's got a life of her own. For me, I didn't mind her having a life of her own, but it was just like certain guys that she dealt with, they were leading her in the direction and benefiting her house for her. And at times that she just fell into being led on, instead of just seeing that, hey, this is a red flag, sweetie. That's not what you want. That's not healthy for you. So I think at times, like you said, you got to take the time to really recognize what people are trying to do or trying to take from you. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got to be finances. It could be your joy. It can be, your happiness. It can be, what is the word I'm trying to find? Your self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? They could take all of this away from you because they find pleasure in your misery versus pleasure in your happiness. So, I don't know. But I've been on both sides too. I've been on both sides of being led on myself or leading somebody on. I've been mostly the one to lead people on, and speak on my side when I clear on who I was and what I wanted. So I was leading them on in a relationship where that wasn't healthy for them or me. You know what I'm saying? And it is a learning lesson. I have to take the time to learn and be willing to learn. But like you said, it's them toxic people that they know they toxic and they like leading people on. So.
Well, they know they do. That's what they like to do. Because what I was gonna say was like, going back to what Goldie said, with the kids thing, especially when you have kids, you have to be cautious about that. Because when you have to be careful who you bring around your kids. And I think that goes for single moms and single dads. Because you do hear, a child's story as they get older to like, oh, I remember, because this happened to our other parent, or like, maybe the dad or the mother died and the reason why the other individual parent was single, or however happened. It'd be like they got with somebody else, the spouse came in and act like they loved us, want to be a part of the family, show me love and affection, this and that. And, from the age of like 3 or 4 or maybe 7 and up, like they was like messing with me the whole time. And it's just like, you just like, what? So like you become a part of someone's life because you say you like them as a person, y'all gel well together, whatever. And then you start like messing with the kids, like how did we get here? And I think like a lot of some of those things, that's why when you hear people be like, oh, I can't do relationships because like, oh, dudes are playing so many games or women playing so many games and nobody don't. But when you've been through like the worst type of those experiences, that just, it blocks you out from all of that. Like if I went through most of some of the stuff that I hear some people went through, when it comes to just trying to have a partner, be with someone because you seriously wanted to be in love and you thought the person loved you back, and it just seemed like they just took everything from you to the point where you have nothing to give. It's just like, how do you feel? How do you fix that? That's not an easy thing to fix.
In order to fix it, you have to realize where the damage is and where it's coming from, and you gotta nip it in the bud. And a lot of things that we do as daters, and especially people like how we speaking on with children, it becomes sometimes that longing for that intimacy overpowers. And that's where a lot of the problems end up at, because you don't see the red flags. And a lot of people fairly realize, and they'll put it off on, well, she knew better or he knew better. But what people need to see is that's part of a human necessity. After food, water, shelter comes love. So if you got food, water, shelter, you're getting love from your children, but that's not the same love that you want from a spouse. Everybody want to feel needed. Everybody want to feel uplifted. Everybody want to have their emotional needs taken care of. And sometimes that make others more vulnerable because of what they've maybe been through in their past, feeling neglected, feeling, just no telling. Is a lot of people have troubled past, even ones without troubled past. It's the way you feeling on the inside. And I feel like before you can even jump into those waters to be led and persuaded because like you said, most of the time people that's doing that and pointing you in the wrong direction, they're coming in for the wrong reasons in the first place. And you see it, but you don't want to see it. So the flags is all over, but your need for affection and love and emotion is overpowering it. And a lot of the times it gets shut down, even with the children. And that's the part that I don't like, because that's creating a whole new generation of trauma that could have been avoided. And with that being said, is like I said, it's very hard, and you have to pinpoint and you have to take self-accountability. And that's what a lot of people do not want to do. You got to take self-accountability, especially out here being led and leading. So if you see somebody who's leading you in the wrong direction, you got to nip that in the bud. Even if you don't have children, for yourself, your own energy, your own positivity. This day and age, I'm so proud of people, and especially like us as a culture and as a generation. We're tired of being led and having our positive energy taken away from us. It takes too long for us to gain all of that back.
Exactly. It takes way too long to get all of that back.
Yeah.
Because it's like, child, that's why. So I tell people, protect your energy, protect your space.
Yeah.
Because I have like, sometimes my friends that ask me like, oh, well, Kelly, like that dude, like he seemed cool, this and that, like why you giving him such a hard time? I'm like, not to be mean, but I give all men hard time. And the reason being, I'm sorry, you have to. Even the ones that can get through those, like you being mean to them, I'm still looking at you. I gotta watch you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what your motive is. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're trying to do. You can tell me up under the sun, it ain't like that. I'm just really trying to be here for you. I'm just not to say that, like, in my mind I want to like just have like just to think that anybody that enters in my life they're gonna do like bad things to me. That's not the case. It's just that I've been around and I've seen so much. I just need to make sure that, one, I don't make those mistakes for myself. Two, that you don't make them, because I'm not trying to end up in jail. Three, because I like my freedom. I like my freedom. You know what I'm saying? And as they say, what they say, sometimes you have to evaluate. So I have to make sure that choices that I make for myself are like really good choices, and that comes with like wanting somebody to be a part of my life like that. Because see, people get a part of your life and they think this because they are a part of your life, they could say what they want to you, they can treat you any type of way because we can apologize to each other and move on. All these number of things. And I'm like, child, you got one strike and you out with me. You try it, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. on some bullshit. Because you trying to play with me. And I ain't no Xbox, I ain't no PS5. My motherfucker, I ain't at the party store. I'm not Toys R Us. I don't do that over here.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna do that.
You don't want to be played with, fam? You don't want to be played with?
Okay.
No, I don't want to be played with.
Not at all.
Good or bad, I don't want to be played with. Don't play with me. Because when you think you playing with me, I am being petty to you. My name is Petty Betty, and I don't lay up, baby. I do background checks. I get into phone logs. Okay.
It happens.
I think we learn from, being led on or leading people on. It's more so of giving people the ugly first to see if you can handle the ugly, and then I'll give you the good. Because if I give you the good right away, and then the ugly comes around, and you can't deal with the ugly, definitely I'd let you on thinking that it's always going to be good and gravy all the time. No, ma'am. That's not how that goes. Mm-mm. So let me give you the ugly part of me, because if you can handle the ugly, then of course you can handle. I don't want you on that all these good shoes or all had it well packaged. I ain't got no mental issues. I ain't got depression every now and again, or I don't have moments about certain parts of my life where, no, sweetie, that's not how that works. I'm still human. I'm sometimes broken, but I learned how to fix myself.
You got to, but we also got to keep in mind, there's people that know that they're broken and they don't want to do nothing about it.
That part, and they make excuses for it, to live a broken life. Yeah, they use that as a crutch, and that's the ones I don't like. Like when I'm going into situations, especially now, I don't have time for games. I'm not trying to lead nobody on at this point in my life. So I'm completely transparent. This is what I'm coming with. This is what you're going to get at the beginning of the day and at the end. And I give them the decision. You choose to deal with me, then by all means, you can stay and you can enjoy whatever benefits come with me, as long as you stick beside me with all of the downfall that also comes with me. But I want you to know ahead of time that this is what I'm coming with. I'm coming with this lifestyle. I'm coming with being busy. I'm coming with, but I just want you to know, even though I'm busy, if you're a priority in my life, I'm gonna always make time for you. You just have
say it again, friend. Hold on, they didn't hear you in the back. Say it again. Rewind that tape.
Priority word.
Yes.
If you are a priority in my life, I will make time for you. There's no such thing as being extremely too busy. And I'm one to talk because I'm not a phone person, so it's really hard. So, and I understand, communication is key with all things, friendships, relationships, the whole nine. You say, baby, I'm not a phone person, but I will try to make sure throughout my day, anytime I look at my phone, try to remember you, send a text. I might not call you, but I can send you a text. Hey, smiley face, kissy face. It don't even take much. Sometimes the simplest things, and that person knowing she's trying, he's trying, They can respect that and you can grow from it. Instead of people getting stuck in their ways and saying, well, no, that's just not me. I don't know what to do about it. I can't help you. Not if you want to build and grow together. It's going to have to be compromised.
That part, something gonna have to shift.
Yeah.
That shift don't happen. Guess what's not gonna happen?
Okay, it's gonna be at a standstill. You got to get dropped.
It's gonna be like, boop.
You got
to go. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
It's one thing I can't
As Shawnee
stand.
O'Neal would say, thank you for your services, sweetie.
I know that's right. Yes.
Ciao. I'd be like, thank you. Send in the next guy. Who's next? Jim. Your name Jim. Okay, I don't like the name. We're gonna change it. How? Is Stefan fine? Stefan it is. That's what we're gonna do. Come on, Stefan. Let's get this done.
Okay, you gotta start giving these people trials. Okay, this is your 30-day trial.
Let me tell you.
We can unsubscribe.
Look, let me tell you. I don't understand why people be thinking I find it funny when I be telling them, like, I'm like, if you think about it, and no shade, no tea to anybody, I'm like, relationships is a business. When you enter into my life, like, my life is a corporation. You coming in at entry level. I'm not about to give you no title. You ain't work for that. You ain't been around long enough. Did we even pass the 5-year mark? Is it your 5-year anniversary already? Because I feel like people like to get things that they did not work for, and I ain't doing that.
He said no participation trophies over here. No.
Okay.
You work for this, okay?
You work for this. Like, I don't know you. I don't know you. Like, that's my thing. Like, I don't know you. And to think like, oh, start calling me, and when you gonna let me be bang, when you gonna give me the boyfriend title, I'll be like, we got another one, y'all.
I have a question for you guys. You guys feel social media has interrupted a lot of the relationships as far as when it comes to leading on? Because you could be one person on social media, especially if you meet that way, because now it's common. If you meet on social media, it's a whole new person. But then I meet you in person and it's like, who are you? Where did you come from? Who is this person I'm talking to? This is not the same person I was correlating back and forth with.
Actually, no.
Okay.
I feel like, because to me, social media just, it shows me who they are. To me, it shows me who they are. The reason why I say that, because, you know, we all 80s babies, maybe 90s. Like, Goldie, think about like all the stuff we used to hear about certain men from back in the day, and how they are to these set of women or girls, and then how they are to these set of women and guys. Like, I just think that social media intensified it. Like, we grew up in an area where like we was good judge of character, so we knew what we were getting. And I think from the reason why I say, for me, no, it shows me who they are, because for me, I only can speak for me. On social media, anybody I come across, I don't take you seriously at all. Okay. It depends on your actions. Your communication can be great. That's fine. It's when we get off of this bug. You know, like you said, you will see them in person, be like, wait, this is not what I get to do. But it's just like, you're gonna feel that way, because I think just because of social media standards, we put too much into people. These are people on social media. You could be anybody.
I don't know, because I didn't got duped, okay? And I have a pretty good judgment of character, but I didn't got duped, okay? You got 1-2 times, because one time I see it, and I'm just choosing not to acknowledge it. But I know I see it. You know, so I'm gonna let you slide the first time. Yeah, okay, fine. You got one more good time. Okay, and then it's people they are different. And I'm noticing that, especially out here and trying to date and all of that. They are different. And you come to find out, you like, wait a minute. Because on here, you doing this and this and this, and you've been chasing me for this long, and I'm just now able to give you a chance, and now I see you. Ew. Like, you know, like,
okay.
It's an automatic turn off. And I feel like people are getting their social media lifestyle confused with their own, I feel, instead of the other way around. Like, they start to believe that they are who they are, knowing that they are not. But they still want you to believe. So it's almost like you telling yourself so you can believe yourself. And so you can make others, but others see right through you. And by the time you meet them in person, it's like, oh, I see where this is going already.
Okay.
Yeah, you done wasted my time. You know, that's the number one lead right there that we gonna have to stop. Because
Sure, they coming into the Gucci store trying to spend Macy's money, no, trying to spend JCPenney's money.
Okay.
At the Gucci store.
That part. Boy, like, I'm not funny acting now. You ain't even have to take me to the Gucci. You could have took me to the Ross. You could have took me. We could ball out, okay? Look.
Okay, you could have took me to Rainbows.
You show me you got real money. Give me a couple of braziers, okay? Cash out. Don't give me no on sale Gucci, girl.
Don't be giving me nothing from down at the Piggly Wiggly.
Okay. Just be real. If that's who you are, I would rather you get me something from the Ross if you couldn't afford it, or the Michaels or the Macy's, than for you to go ahead and get me something from Gucci and then you asking me for $30 next week. That's what we ain't gonna do. Just so you can try to impress me. You can take that belt. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the belt back. I'm gonna let you borrow 20 and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Don't call me no more.
Okay.
What we not gonna do.
I guess for me, it was conversations. They're afraid they want a relationship and be wanting sex. You know, for me, when it comes to social media and how people try to interact with you, they're one way. It's like they're getting one thing, but then when you meet in person, it's something totally different, or their vibes are totally different than what it was in conversation on social media, whether it's on an app or whether it's on Facebook or IG. You still get a whole different persona of a person. Like you said, they're confused about who their what their media life is like versus what their actual real life is like. And because they're getting fed off of social media and not really getting fed in their real lives, it causes that dilemma or that era of having to really recognize, hey, this is not really a part of my life. I need to let them know what's up. Yeah. I play a factor in how people lead other people on.
Absolutely.
That was a cute shift, friend.
I see. I'm like, was somebody calling?
I think so. That was a good freeze face, though.
That was right. That was a good freeze because I was like, I'm not gonna be playing with y'all on these things. I'm sitting here like, is everything go?
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Child. I told y'all I got things to do. Like, no, I mean I really do, but we almost done. We almost done. I mean, it's only thing I can say is I'm just happy to be having this conversation in this topic because Goldie, we've known each other since the belly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that's watching, like me and my girlfriend go way back in the Cadillac. I mean, I was born first, right?
Okay.
Right. You said that right. You mean like a long few months? Like I was born earlier in the year, and you born like what? No, this is the funny part, right, y'all? So when the new year come in, I'm like the second month in the year, right? So like when it gets towards the end of the year, she's like the second to last.
Yeah.
in the damn year. So it's like I just. But I'm like, we always been there. We roll for each other. Like we've been like, our family is like this. Like our family is family. Like it's so much history that goes into us, like, which is crazy, For the people that's watching, I know y'all probably feel like I've been gay all my life. I have not. I don't know what that is. But this, this is actually my first girlfriend, my first ever girl I've ever dated. We're not okay, honey. We started dating in like, what was that, first grade? Up to like, like first grade, almost like middle school.
You couldn't tell us nothing.
Good childhood. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know if your mama got them photos. I think your mama got it.
She got
When they made us dressed up for Easter and we had on like the all.
You remember the birthday parties?
The birthday parties was lit. Okay.
Fine. Okay, came to me in a suit.
Suit. Honey, my mama was like, if you gonna get the girls, you gotta get them like this. Let me get you together.
Yes, it was so cute.
Like, and she was like, nah, you make sure you give her this and you give her a kiss on the cheek, okay? That's what a gentleman do. And I just be like, Mom, what the fuck? What? I'm trying to go down here and party and eat. This girl said she got cake at the house. Okay. You trying to tell me to be a
I appreciate it. Even back then, you in a suit.
Okay.
All
and
right.
I think that was around the time too, like, cause like my hair was like extremely long. So my family member, my mom and them decided to chop my hair off.
No, it was right before that.
It was right before that.
Yeah, because you had a fresh haircut in the picture. It was right, and you was not looking happy. You was looking mad.
Bruh, my hair was down here, and you want me
upset.
Upset.
But we made the best of it, like we always do.
We have a blast.
Yes.
And y'all know how we do. And with that being said, and with blast from the past and talking about don't let people lead you on, because we don't lead them on, we lead us on and everybody else. However, it's time to go into tea and hot chocolate. Say tea and hot chocolate.
That goes to show how family.
Hot chocolate
and hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate.
And hot chocolate.
Tea and hot chocolate. I like that. We're going to do a tea and toke on that one, okay?
Okay. Miss Goldie, you like games, honey?
No. I never liked the game, okay?
I thought I was going to get a yes.
I don't play now. You know that, okay? They thought I was grown in the 5th grade. No way in hell I should be chaperoning my own class, but I did. I don't play them games. Sit your asses down, okay? Don't play with me and I won't play with y'all. Call your man. Don't call me. I've been grown my whole life.
Oh my God. Okay.
I exit the game real quick, okay?
Okay.
I cannot. I can't.
So tea and hot chocolate is, we're gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Tickled. He is
right. Like, we're gonna ask you a couple of questions, right? You know,
okay.
If the question sounds very factual to you, it has some truth to it. You know, it's tea, it's hype popping tea. That's what you will let us know. You know, if the question has no morals or no depth to it, it's just a shitty mess. It's just a mess. Right? It's a real mess. Then you just say it's hot chocolate, and you give your hot chocolate, and then you give us, your reasoning behind it and why, and all that good stuff. You ready?
Mm-hmm. I like.
You sure?
I'm sure. I've been practicing.
Child, I hope so. Like you've been doing them belly dances.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, question 1. Okay, we're gonna get the warm up.
It's my warm up right now.
Okay. Question number 1. Tia hot chocolate. Do you feel that men do the leading more than women?
Chocolate for me, baby. I got to.
Ooh.
Women some vile creatures, baby. I know us. We some vile creatures. We will lead you just for a 20 meal. We will leave for no reason. We will leave because we ain't had nothing to eat all day. We leave because we bored for today. We leave because we just got done getting laid. So now we gotta get to you. You know, it's just
Don't y'all try to chew me up in the comments when this video dropped. It was not me. Y'all heard it from a woman. That's why I have a woman on. She said it wasn't me. I just asked the question. Yeah. It wasn't me. I just want to make that clear that it wasn't me. I don't need them to try to beat me up. You said that. I didn't say that.
I did.
I need the whole cue card.
I gotta own it. I said it, ladies. Now I want them. Okay, don't be throwing no stones in no glass house now. Y'all know, everybody got at least one story where you're like, well, it was this one guy, I ain't want nothing to do with him, but I was just hungry. I was just, I let him know I was a little hungry. Like, I told him he was cute. Like,
A little hungry.
We can't help it. Like,
tea or hot chocolate, right? You ready, friend? So when dating, because we was talking about single parents, because we got the single parents out there. Do you feel that women with kids are more difficult to get a partner, or a single father with kids to get a partner?
Women. When you see it, that's the hot chocolate. I do. I feel like it's common.
So tea for the women, hot chocolate for the men?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Because I feel like it's common for women to be single mothers. And it is a little bit harder because we are judged upon harder. When you have the guys, it's like women just flock to them. You gotta be a great father. Man, I ain't seen his kids in 6 months. Took 3 pictures. You know what I'm saying? Just, you so good. They get to touching on muscles again and all. They just trying to slap to them jeans. But when it comes to women, it's a little bit more difficult because sometimes we do hold most of the reign. But even sometimes with men, like if there's no woman involved and he is the sole primary, I wish them happy Mother's Day as well as Father's Day because they go through the same thing we go through. Okay. And they understand because they have to do the same perimeters and the same scope and the same type of testing out the person beforehand, right, as the women do. So when it comes to that, yes. But like if it's a shared venture, most of the time it's the women because we're gonna be judged heavier. Like guys can go out there and meet 2-3 other women and nobody, you just playing the field, you trying to see what fits right. If a woman do it, she just nasty. She out there. It's a different man every motherfucking week. She just on there. Like, I'm trying to date too. I ain't gotta be smashing everybody. Ain't nobody stamping. We just out here trying to meet. This is what dating is supposed to be. Get to know these people. If they don't fit, cut them off. Keep it pushing.
Exactly.
So, in that standpoint, yes. But other than that, when you got that single father who get his kids, every now and then, even with the single mother who only get her kids nowadays, because I know a lot of women who don't have their children.
True.
So they have more of a free reign to do more. So that's how I personally feel.
Clark, last question for you. See you, Vaughn.
Got it. I got you. Tea or hot chocolate. Most relationships that have been led in a bad direction is because of transparency or communication.
Yes, most definitely.
Wait, which one? Transparency or communication?
Definitely tea. It's true. I do believe it. It's definitely tea. Hot sizzling tea. Because communication is the key to all. Relationships, anywhere, situationships, on the job, everything. Communication is your first thing. Transparency is your first thing. Because I feel like when you are not transparent with that person, you are inadvertently leading them on. Whether you know it or not. You're hiding things from them that might be their cutoff. But if you're keeping it to yourself, it's nothing the other person can do. So when they see it, it's like, whoa, that's not you. And you like, well, it's been me. But they're like, well, I've never seen that. What do you mean? Where'd this come from? So yes, communication is key. And you'd be surprised when you are open with people, how much people are willing to work with you just by simply being honest. Just be honest. Just don't lie, don't cover.
Yes.
It is what it is. That I always feel, like I said before, give people a choice if they want to deal with you or not. But let them know what they deal with.
Sweetie, don't play with it. Aquarius.
Okay.
Don't play with that.
Right. Yes. So hot sizzling, communication.
Don't you play with that shot, sweetie.
No, look, I'm just saying, she gave a word and I had to get up. Okay. I had to.
I see. No, she did give a word. She gave a word. There was an offering that needed to be had. She gave the offering with another.
That part.
Okay, I gave a testimony. Because let me tell you.
Okay. And with that being said and all that good stuff, we definitely want to thank you Goldie, for coming in and doing this episode with us and having this conversation, because I feel like this needed more of a woman's touch and needed more of a woman's perspective in this. Because, you know, I always get the Judies be like, y'all never have enough women guests. And why do, trust me, they're coming. They're still coming. You'd be surprised how many females that I know that are surrounded in my circle.
Okay. Some good ones too, y'all.
Okay. So like I said, I feel like this was a topic that needed to be had, because I think like we talk about these things a lot, and we talk about it in our inner circle, sometimes our outer circle, and sometimes with family. Still get, you know, different opinions and backgrounds, but we're just very respectful about it. But, you know, people need to hear this. People need to understand that you do have people that do these type of things, because you'd be surprised that there's people out there that don't believe that folks do this. Sad to say that, but it is true. But however, we want to thank, you know, Miss Goldie, Miss Chocolate Doll, for coming in and speaking with us with the Judies and all that good stuff. And, you know, thank Mr. Co-host, Mr. Sia Bond, over there helping us holding it down. You know, also, not only is my girlfriend is a good speaker, she got her own business and things. You know, go ahead and drop some business and some funds and social medias for the folks.
Yes, everybody are on the Detroit Med Spa business in New Center, Detroit. Come check me out. It's called Golden Aura Med Spa. It is a holistic med spa where I just want people to feel comfortable, especially people of our culture, to be able to just come here and be unapologetically yourself. You know, you go to these massage therapists and these other places, and you got to listen to trickles. Okay, a lot of my clients don't want to hear trickles and singing bowls. I had a lady come in, she wanted to hear some Marvin Gaye. That's what got her muscles loosened, and that's what kicked her rocks off. So baby, we're going to play Marvin all day long, whatever makes you comfortable. This is our circle, this is our vibe. I've created this safe space for us, and I'm trying to keep it that way. You can come here and get anything done, from get you a Miss New Booty package. You can come in, we have pamper the pee parties, baby. Okay. You got to keep that pee on point. Okay, waxing, yoni steams, everything is I use no chemicals. Everything is all natural. I make everything myself. Check me out. You can go to www.goldenaurawellness.online and look at all of our services, our ever-changing blog, and just go ahead. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, I know that's right, honey. She let y'all know she get the pum pum and the boom boom together. Y'all better go and get these services. I tell you, if I was local, I'd go get a couple of them myself.
And I don't only do females. I do men. I do facials. I do feet. I do massages. If you have medical issues, I come in because I'm also a nurse. I help out with medical issues, reflexology. So I'm here as a one-stop service for our people in a safe space, because you might tell me something that you're not going to tell your doctor.
That part.
So, and I'm going to give you the real and tell you what it is that your doctor might not can say it the way I'm going to say it. So come on in and I'm going to take care of you, and you will feel like you're at home.
Yes, come on at home.
And we got
all of that good stuff, you know. Y'all know how we kick this thing off and end it and stuff. But, you know, if you can't kiki with your Judies, then who can you kiki with? We definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in on this episode. This has been amazing.
Then who can you kiki with?
That part, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You know, I like to see what y'all like to talk about, and if y'all want to hear more other topics from us, because we always talking about good content here, good, great stuff like that. Like I said, for all my YouTube folks, okay, because I'm trying to get these subscriber numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do more things. I want to keep spreading the love and spreading the word. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and also like the notification bell, so you know every time I'm going to upload or drop new different content. On that note, Judies, I love y'all. We got another one. We did it again, and we got more to come. And we just want to say that we love you guys, and have a good night, right?
Yes, good night, Judiee.
Bye.
A lot of things that we do as daters, and especially people like how we speaking on with children, it becomes sometimes that longing for that intimacy overpowers, and that's where a lot of the problems end up at, because you don't see the red flags. And a lot of people fairly realize, and they'll put it off on, well, she knew better or he knew better. But what people need to see is that's part of a human necessity. After food, water, shelter comes love. So if you got food, water, shelter, you're getting love from your children, but that's not the same love that you want from a spouse. Everybody want to feel needed. Everybody want to feel uplifted. Everybody want to have their emotional needs taken care of. And sometimes that make others more vulnerable because of what they've maybe been through in their past, feeling neglected, feeling, just no telling. Is a lot of people have troubled past, even ones without troubled past. It's the way you feeling on the inside. And I feel like before you can even jump into those waters to be led and persuaded because like you said, most of the time people that's doing that and pointing you in the wrong direction, they coming in for the wrong reasons in the first place. And you see it, but you don't want to see it. So the flags is all over, but your need for affection and love and